Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're stumbling upon this video because of the title or because you just found my channel, hi, I'm Abby. And in this video I kind of just want to recap 2021 and tell you guys what happened, why I was gone. So I started out 2021 still working at HomeGoods, somewhat still loving my job there. And 2021 was just a really big struggle for me with like my mental health and depression and anxiety. And it was getting pretty bad. And at that point I didn't see a therapist anymore. I thought I was going to be okay, all that type of stuff. And I isolated myself a lot 2021. And I turned 18. I bought my car and life was going good. During the summer I went on a couple different trips, and you'll see some pictures in like the slideshow, but I thought it was going great, and then in August I started my first semester of college, which was crazy. So much happened from August till December. So much happened. I wanted to change my major twice. I started drinking and partying and falling in with not the best crowd, but again, a lot of it is like you make your own decisions, so I'm not blaming anybody for my decisions. And it just wasn't, I just was not in a good place, and depression and alcohol do not mix. It makes it worse. And then I became really sick. I would have headaches and I was coughing a little bit and I had an earache. So I decided the week I was off from school for Thanksgiving, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go into MedExpress. And so I went into MedExpress and they're like, oh, it's just a bad ear infection, it'll go away. They gave me some antibiotics, so I was taking them. And then I'm gonna try and say this without crying. And then Thanksgiving night, things took a drastic turn. My mom was like, it's time to go into the ER. So she took me into the ER. Thanksgiving night was November 25th. And that's when they diagnosed me with not only a double ear infection, but my eardrums had burst. And then I had a blood infection, and then I was diagnosed with COVID. And so they admitted me into the hospital, and being 18, I couldn't have my mom, which was terrifying because when you're in a situation like that, you want your mom, you want to be surrounded by people, and so I went to my room and I had a roommate, which was rough, but we got through it. And I was doing fine Friday. And then Friday night going into Saturday in the middle of the night, I started to take a turn for the worst. I couldn't breathe. And then they tried multiple different high pressure oxygen masks. Again, you'll see pictures at the end of the video. And it was crazy. And it was just wild. And then the rest of this is like stuff I don't remember, but what my mom told me happened. Saturday morning, they called my mom and told her that if I don't start breathing better, that they're going to have to intubate and put me on a ventilator. And about an hour later, they called my mom and told her that they had to intubate and that I was moved to ICU. And I was on 100% oxygen. And the ventilator was breathing for me. And yeah. And then they had, I guess my body I was fighting the ventilator and the feeding tubes and stuff. So they put me in a paralytic state, which means they pretty much paralyzed my entire body to where I couldn't move, I couldn't mess with the tubes and stuff. And then they had continued like flipping my body, just so I would, different positions, I guess, helps you breathe better. And then Wednesday, December 1st, they had lightened the sedation, and I extubated myself, I believe that's the word. I took out my own ventilator tube, my central line, and my feeding tube, which I don't know if you guys can see, but I still have like a little chunk out of my nose from taking out my own feeding tube. And I was still in the ICU, and my mom got to come up on Wednesday night, which I don't remember any of that. And then Thursday, I was moved to a regular room, did tons of physical therapy to help me walk, to brush my teeth, to stand up. And I couldn't like use the bathroom on my own. And during all that time, while I was on the ventilator, they had put in a chest tube because I had a collapsed lung. And yeah, it was just so crazy. And after that, everything was smooth sailing. I got my chest tube out that Friday. And then Sunday, I got to go home, which it all kind of happened so quickly that I had no idea what was going on, but it was just crazy. So with all of that, I was home for Christmas, home for my dad, my brother's birthday, and I'm just blessed. That's it. And you guys enjoy this little slideshow that I put together, just recapping the year. Love you guys, and enjoy.